most respected chairperson of this session, most respected Jabanesar principal, and respected teachers and dignitaries. Good afternoon, one and all. The social studies in general, either in schools or colleges, we are saying that not in colleges we are saying social science and humanities. In schools we are saying that it is social studies. We are saying that it is social studies, but I am not sure that up to the secondary level, all the ingredients, all the components of social studies are included in our social studies syllabus. Social studies include the social science as well as humanities. There are various subjects. But these unified standards of syllabus, which is somewhat better than the earlier syllabus. But there are some lacunas in this syllabus also. So that in general, what I am trying to say about about the social studies and its importance and how it should be taught, how this syllabus or the curriculum should be changed. These are the few things I wish to share with you. In 80s, Tamil Nadu government once declared that the social sciences are non-utility courses. Why it is a non-utility? Because in our market economy, the graduates, those who are having the social science and humanities degrees, they are not able to fetch the employment opportunities, or they are not able to get more income for their degrees. So that the government itself, they have declared that it is non-utility courses. So that because of, based on the market principles, these social studies or social sciences are classified or considered as non-utility. Those students are very bright in the school studies. They are not out for social studies, social science in the higher education. Because of the students are not out for social science, bright students are not apt for these courses, automatically in school level also, for social science, Tamil language, for these type of subjects, there are some less importance is given, not due respect or due importance is given for these subjects. But it is unfortunate that if we import, if we construct the knowledge in social studies up to school level or that is the secondary level properly, I am assured that so many our current problems, burning social, economic problems, can be solved or otherwise it can be minimized. Say for example, today's burning issues, either it is the casteism, either it is communalism, or it can be the economic liberalism, or it is violence, or it is poverty, or it is inequality. All these type of issues can be minimized, or to some extent we can solve with the help of teaching or constructing the sound knowledge, fair knowledge in the social studies. My dear teachers and audience, please think about that because of communalism, because of casteism, how much amount of our social, economic waste has been take place in this society so far. Can we measure it? It is impossible to measure because of this caste system and communal violence and other type of issues. For each and every issue, you can take any chronicle problem, any chronic issue. For all these type of issues, there are roots. The roots are in our history. That is, roots are in our past. We have to search wholeheartedly. We have to learn wholeheartedly. We have to understand this history in a dialectical approach. And we have to educate our children in a proper way, means then this can be addressed. We can take our any type of issue, all these issues, either in economic history, or it can be political history, or it can be social history, or it can be anthropology. The social studies are integrated all these things. We have to take the ingredients based on our issues, so that understanding the past properly, based on this type of a past, this can be possible. So why we have to study social studies? What is the purpose of social studies means? So far, what type of methodology we are following to frame a curriculum or a syllabus, that is a different issue. But there should be some alternatives, some changes, it should be take place. What for we have to teach these social studies means the students, our students must understand the past in a right sense. Secondly, the students must trained to find out the solutions for their current problems through the past history or the past activity or with the past experience. And based on this current experience, understanding with the past, they can able to plan for a better future. So, in such a way, understanding the social studies, understanding the past, we can able to give right solutions for the current problems that I have mentioned earlier. For this type of that is making our students for a better future, better understanding, a society, if we thought in this way, we frame our syllabus, we frame our curriculum. Within this, the existing syllabus, within this existing curriculum itself, we can find, if we are thorough in these subjects, social studies, then we can teach something better than the other teachers. So that if these social studies are properly taught to the students, then we can, I assure that a child goes out of the school without caste affinity. A child without goes with goes out of this campus or a school campus to understanding to have a better understanding in religious sentiment. We have to reconstruct about their religious sentiments. Then we can able to train them in proper way of understanding about the secularism. And automatically there will be a communal harmony in our society, by which we can we can explore, we can benefit so many things in this type of a society where there is a communal harmony. And then for this type of making our society as better, making our students understanding the past, understanding the social studies, understanding our culture as better, what do we done? What we have to think about means, we have to include the cultural studies. It is one of the important and major area which we are lacking, or our system, our curriculum has a lacuna in this cultural studies. A child, whether knowingly or unknowingly, from its childhood onwards, it was cultured through various cultural institutions. Either it may be family, either it may be religion, or it may be media, or it may be other type of institutions. There are so many formal and informal institutions to culture a child. So that we have to explain what are the formal and informal institutions. What is the role of these formal and informal institutions to culture or a construct of a child in social, economic and political aspects. So this type of a discussion is possible when we are discussing, when we are understanding about the cultural habits, culture as a cultural, for this purpose also there is in history, cultural history, there are so many evidence. So that this should be included and it should be thought carefully. And if we say that culture, and in a cultural society like India, how it is divergent in our culture, what are the commonalities in our culture, how we can able to adapt for this differential cultural practices. These are the things to be understood by the children through the way of imparting this knowledge for the students. And then even in our social studies, we have to impart how this production, distribution is take place, how these consumption activities, what are the modes of methods of production, what are the economic systems which are available, what are the options for us in front of us for the production and distribution and consumption, how this production is take place. These are the things we have to impart. And then how the production is organized. These type of things should be imported at secondary level itself. And also other things, some of the other things which should be imported or which should be included in the social science, in social studies, we have to correlate nature, science and society. We are telling some of the past events in science, and when we are saying that science and technology, and this is the other aspect, it is not included in the social studies. There is no role for science and technology in the social studies. Like that we are thinking. So it should not be like that. There is a strong correlation between nature, science, technology, and society. How these four things are interlinked with one another. This type of discussion, or for which we have to develop certain things, or which it should be included in the syllabus. And furthermore, there are some aspects we are giving, there are certain aspects in the social studies at secondary level about the power structures. But however, this type of certain syllabus or chapters in the social studies at secondary level is not enough to understand by the children regarding the power structure of a society, of a state. So power structure, in the sense, we have to inculcate the knowledge for the children through the social studies about the fundamentals of political thoughts. What are the fundamentals? In the 1,000 years back, what has been in our economic system? What was the political system? And in a feudalistic pattern, or in a feudalistic society, what could be the power system? How it was centered? How it was ruled our people? This type of a discussion. Then it become capitalism. Then what could be then democracy? Then imperialism. All these things. In all this, whenever there is a political and economical system has changed, how this power structure was changed. And now, in the present system, what can we avail? And what are the protections for individuals in the present society? And what are the challenges for the individuals or the citizens in the present society? And how this challenge is to be tackled? This type of a discussion should be take place. For that, there should be some scope in the social studies. And there should be, we should include in our social studies the global connections for us and the global connection. Yes, Principal Jamina sir rightly pointed out in his sharing that he must have some knowledge from his local level to the global connections. Today, how our social life, economic life, political life, are all these institutions, social, political, economic institutions, how it is interlinked with at the global level. What are the factors which are influenced by the global factors? Here we are taking, suppose there is a consumption activity take place in a rural village, in a hut by a child, means it is influenced by some type of global factor. What type of factor this is? Please imagine. So such type of global connections is here. That too after 1991, after this globalization, privatization, these kind of things are take place. This global connections, global network, then global influences, these are all increasing day by day. So that the children must understood that the global connections, global benefits, and what are the challenges within this, what are the benefits, and there is a scope for think about these type of issues. So that when we are framing the syllabus, when we are framing the curriculum, when we framing the right objectives, and these ingredients are properly based on the current issues, and in a right manner, this was plotted in the first year, second year, third year, like that. it was plotted means, then there we can get certain results. Of course, in a market economy, no need to think about in a market or a profiteering manner or in a job-oriented manner. At least up to secondary level, if we thought our thought social studies in a proper way, what will be the results for the society, for the nation, for the individual, for the family? There are larger benefits for our society, and each one of us get the results because of proper understanding about the past studies and proper understanding about the social studies. We are not one way we are not properly understand the in the past. We are not properly understand about this social studies, or wrongly understand this type of the social studies, or social studies are majority of the time the social studies are misinterpreted purposely. So these type of things should be eliminated. For that, our teachers community, our academic community should be well aware. We have to we have thorough knowledge about these social studies. Then in future, there is a scope to change this curricula, change syllabus according to the welfare of our nation. It is a wonderful occasion for me to share some of my views in this August gathering. In a school, we have attended so many seminars in different places, in our economics, in education. But all these type of seminars are conducted in either in universities or research institutions or in colleges. And some of these seminars we are experiencing, it is resourceful seminars. Some of the seminars are professional seminars. Some of the seminars are ritual seminars, or some of the seminars are compulsory seminars. Like that we have experienced. But so far in my experience, I have not attended such type of a seminar, national level seminar on education in a school. So this is a wonderful opportunity, not only for you and also for me also. And this type of